Hold on, look at that.
Highest quality scooters. Like
So good. Oh yeah.
Oh! Behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love. She says, let's make this open. Relationships are better when you leave out the hoping. Wish I could simply just tell her whatever we had is broken. But it always ends the same.
What it do, Buddha crew? It's your boy Finesse B here. What's up? See you again soon. Good morning, everybody. What is today? I just had a very important business meeting. Yes, I know, very important. I gotta say, you guys, if you did not know, these brand new hats are available on my merch website. The link is down in the description if you want to cop one. They're only 20 bucks, guys. They are cheap as shit, not cheap quality. Okay, I promise. Right now, I'm heading out to Sydenham to check out a new apartment I might be getting. I don't really know. I'm trying to move houses right now because I need to get my own crib, fam. The reason I'm saying this is because, like, I want to get my own office space. I want to be able to make more videos for you guys. Pretty much first things first, I have to actually go and view places, which is really tedious and really time consuming. It sucks. I don't like doing it, but I have to just pretty much suck it up. So without further ado, I'm going to go look at this place, then I'm going to head to Wash, and I'm going to have a bit of a ride. I'm also going to be taking new product photography of my new merchandise. Obviously, I've got brand new hats to pick up later on today, and I've got something special planned for this afternoon as well. So make sure you stay around. My lens is really dirty. It's gonna be another amazing day here on the channel, so make sure you stick around. Please like this video if you do end up enjoying it. Subscribe if you haven't already. I make videos every other day. And with that being said, let's get right into it, boys. Let's go. Now, I didn't obviously film in that apartment because obviously somebody else lives there, but I did snap some pictures. I did ask them if I could take some photos. So I'm gonna show them on screen now. Bam, 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 bing. Yep, that's the apartment. Hopefully I get it. It's pretty sick. It's a little bit more on the expensive side, but I'm feeling up for it. I think it's really worth it. I think it's a good investment for me. I'm right here at Riccarton Road right now. As you can see, I'm going inside. I'm gonna pick up my new merch, so let's check it out. Let's see what I got. Ooh. These look bomb. The colorway is so good. Oh yeah. Time to the park. So, I just came down to ride Jelly. I did actually pull up to Wash, but there was literally nobody there. There's a couple of scooter riders here, which is sick. You can see the park behind me very briefly. I'm gonna switch to the GoPro in a sec, but I just wanted to quickly show you guys brand new range of hats that is dropping out on the line. I got this very first one right here. I got the gray with the green logo. Like, it's pretty sick. This is definitely my favorite out of all, and that's why I'm wearing it. And then I have a couple more just over here, which I'm actually taking photos of today. I'll flash some of them on screen. Bah, 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 bah. But yeah, pretty much like the most affordable hat is this one here. It's literally just black and white, same as this one, but it's just black and white. It's nothing too special about it. It's pretty basic. If you like a black hat, that'll go with like literally any outfit. If you're just trying to low-key rep SB, you already know, like, cop this hat. They're super comfy, super lightweight, really comfortable to ride in. They don't fly off your head when you're riding or anything like that. You can get the olive green. There's only 5 in each of these colors, so there's a very limited amount of stocks. If you want to grab one, you need to get them in really quick. There's also the rainbow. I brought this one back because you guys have been asking for it, so I brought this one back really briefly. There is a couple of these. I think there's 5 of these. There could be 10. I think, actually, off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure there's only 5, so there's literally 5 of these. You guys have been asking and begging for this colorway, so I brought it back for you guys. But yeah, this one definitely my favorite. There's 15 of these ones. I figured that these would sell out pretty quickly, so I got a bit more stock than I would normally get in this colorway. So yeah, that's pretty much that. I'm gonna switch to the GoPro right now, show you guys around this park, get some maneuvers in. My bars are pretty loose though, so I don't know how well that's gonna go. Hopefully my bars don't fly out like halfway through the ride, but yeah, you guys know the drill. Let's get it. Guys, there's a cone right here, and you already know that I'm about to flip it. You already know what it is, guys. First pop on the agenda. This is the park, this is Jelly. It's super ghetto, guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie, pretty small park. I don't actually think I've ever ridden the GoPro in this park, but that's pretty much the gist of it. There's like a little rollover box jump here. Go over the top of this quarter. Oh, sketch, barely held it. There's a flat rail just down into my left, but that little flat is probably the best feature of this park. Not gonna lie. Pretty much just gonna warm up. Some basic moves. What if I can precision ride this hubba? Yep. I wonder if the rail slides. Let me find out. There it is. There it is. Definitely at this point had enough of that rail. It's just not the goods. Woo! Triple. Easy. Cone flip. Got him. See if I can quad out of this bank. I need to jump this again. Simple. What else can I do at this park? Oh, I really don't know, you guys. Bust in this. Do a little salad on this. Bam. 360 this. Simple stuff. Quick back lip. Oppo 360. Yep. Frontside lip. Easy stuff, guys, easy stuff. Now I'm just gonna flow around into this side. I can't plant. Do like a double down whip. Easy, easy. Flow around here. See if I can bri this. No. Ooh, that's weird. And the GoPro's like in the way. There we go. Guys, I'm gonna see if I can like hop out of this bank, manual across this, all the way across this quarter, and then like downside a heel whip into there. I feel like that'd be pretty sick. What I am gonna do though, is I'm gonna set up my other camera so I can see it from this angle. So I'm gonna put it just down there on that ledge over there. Just need to grab it. There we go. Pretty nasty shadow on the quarter from this angle, but I don't really mind. There it is. That's the line I want. Now I just gotta add the whip, the bar, and the heel. I'm gonna get a little bit less speed. Yes, there it is. That's the one I wanted. And because I can imagine that this lonely session is boring you guys to death, I'm just gonna get one more trick, one more banger, straight out the fly. You already know what it is. I haven't really been riding as much, purely because of the fact that the weather has been absolutely terrible here in New Zealand. You guys know, winter over this side of the world, it's freezing cold every day. I mean, today it's quite warm, it is quite sunny, but literally every other day this week, it's been wet, windy, cold, raining. Even my fitness is taking a toll, man. I'm panting, and I've literally been riding for maybe like 20 minutes tops. So yeah, one more trick, 360 buttercup out of the flyout. Then I'm gonna be heading home, doing some editing, listing up these brand new hats for you to cop. So the link will be down in the description below, obviously, if you want to cop one. So let's get on with it. All right, let's make a fair deal, everybody. If I get this trick within at least 5 goes, you gotta thumb up this video, all right? Within 5 tries. I feel like that's a fair deal because this trick is pretty damn hard, you guys, especially with the GoPro on. Ooh, all right. I'm pretty close, I'm pretty close. The only problem with this trick is, like, especially with the GoPro on, you guys know, if you watch my videos, that you'll see, like, I always hit the GoPro on the bars because my bars are so tall. If I land this, I don't want to bash my GoPro, but I also just want to land this, so it's like... Oh, second shot. You guys know what that means. Thumb up on the vid. That's the one. Let's see if I can get it 2 for 2. If I get this, you gotta subscribe, obviously. Oh! Look at this landing. What was that landing? I don't even know. Look at my scooter though. It's looking pretty sick. Scooter check? Yeah, no, maybe? Yes, no? Comment below. How was that? Dope or nope? Let me know down in the comments below. Let's head home. As you guys can probably guess, it is now way later on this evening. What time is it? It is currently 8:06 p.m. And I don't know if you saw my last episode of Scoot Review last Sunday. Did I ask you what the day was, Siri? No. Like I was saying, if you guys did see the last episode of Scoot Review on Sunday, what I was talking about in that video was the whole Kota and District situation. Like, was he copying the parts? Who was making them, etc, etc? Why was he using designs made by other brands and established brands at that? So today, surprisingly, Kota actually uploaded 2 videos. Well, District uploaded one and Kota uploaded the other. We're going to watch them together today. We're going to talk about how kind of the whole situation went down. We're going to see what Dakota has to say about his Kota brand stuff being made by apparently District, is what I've heard. That's the rumor. So we're going to react to these videos right now. We're going to watch them, see what he has to say, and I'm going to give you guys my critical thoughts on that. Let me know as well down in the comments below your thoughts on this whole ordeal, this whole process, the whole thing that's happening with the whole Kota brand and District parts thing. Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's not? Do you think it's lame? Do you think it's this, that, whatever? Leave it down in the comments below. And let's watch these videos, shall we? So here we are on my subscription feed. I can actually see one of the videos right there. Oh no, I can see both of them. So I'm just going to open these up in two different tabs. The first one we're going to watch is the shorter one. It's going to be the 2-minute 35 that was uploaded by District Scooter. So we're going to watch this one first, and then we're going to watch Dakota's video on his own personal channel, just so that we can see like what exactly he has to say about the whole thing, about the whole situation, and maybe so we can get a little bit of a reaction from you guys as well down in the comment section below. So here is the first
what's up? I'm Lewis Crampton.
video.
I'm with Kota, and as a lot of you have probably seen by now, Kota's got a whole range of scooters out.
So for those of you who don't know, this here on the left, this is Lewis Crampton. He's been riding for District and has obviously been involved with District for a number of years now. I'd say maybe the last 5 or 6 years. He's been around with them for a very, very, very long time, and Kota is obviously Kota, and they're going to talk about the new Kota range.
And there's a lot of rumours going around about if he copied us or what District's involvement with that is. So today we're here to clear up the whole situation.
The way that he's saying, like, the rumors that have been around, going on around, speculating and that kind of thing, that has obviously come from me, from Scootering. Now, I've talked to Lewis Crampton. Me and him are absolutely cool, so I'm not putting him out there or anything. In fact, I'm not even putting Kota out in this video, but I just want to kind of showcase this video to you guys because, like I said, it's been up for about 12 hours, only has 2,000 views, so I want you guys to see it as well. And there's obviously going to be a big follow-up on this in Scoot Reviews episode tomorrow as well. So make sure you subscribe, get those notifications on if you haven't already. If you want to know more about this, I'll be finding out more information, asking them more questions, and I'll have a little bit more info for you tomorrow. But let's keep watching.
Yeah, I didn't copy District. I basically partnered up with them to
Okay, so in fact, let me just let it play a little bit more, see what he has to say.
help me start a scooter brand because it is not easy to start it on your own.
Okay, so he said, quote unquote, I didn't copy District. I've teamed up with them. They've helped me start my own scooter brand because it's not easy, apparently, to get into the industry, which is completely true. On another note, I mean, I haven't copied District. Like, I get that he hasn't, like, copied them, ripped them off, or anything like that, but he has re-released the exact same deck in a different length with his name on it. So, I mean, you could define the word copy in a different way. Like, I didn't say copy, I think I said it in my thumbnail, but I think the term that I used was recycle. So he recycled the same designs and put his name on it. That's kind of the point that I was going for. Again, yeah, it's absolutely true. It's not easy to go and straight into the scooter industry and just start your own brand. So it's good that he has a connection with District. I'm glad that they've helped him out to do that, but I still think that he could have gone a little bit more in a different direction with this. But let's keep watching.
Being with District has been a fun time, and we've got some really cool stuff in the works, and we're going to come out with some awesome scooters.
When Kota came to us, he wanted to make a smaller deck on the completes, and District didn't make one less than 20 inches anyway.
That's true. The District HT only came in specific sizes. Obviously, they're more of a street-orientated brand, so they didn't really make a park size, so to speak. So Kota's obviously taken the extrusion, the head tube, the neck, and he's slapped his own name on it with his design and his specs, which is just the different length. It's still the same width, I believe, because it's obviously the same width extrusion, which obviously the extrusion is the bottom of the deck where the grind rails are. That is the extrusion, and then the head tube and the neck is obviously the piece that goes with your forks and all that other parts.
Ones come in 19.25.
19.25. Did I hear that right? Am I...
19.25.
Can we just...
19.25.
19.25. What the frick? I mean, I get the fact that park riders like riding shorter decks, but there's plenty of park riders out there like Richard Zillinker and stuff that are riding 22s. Like, I guess it comes down to a personal preference, but you would not catch me dead riding a 19.25. I don't even know how this guy's feet fit on that thing. And guys, like, this isn't me ripping on it. This is just like my opinion. Like, I would never ride a 19.25. Like, I couldn't. I literally couldn't. If I did a trick, I'd just land on the brake and snap my ankle. That doesn't sound fun.
It's one of the highest quality decks out, and it's been tried and tested by District, so that's what I went with. It's one of my favorite decks. And
let me just ask this question really quick. When was the last time you saw Kota ride a District HT deck? Anybody? Anybody at all? But raise your hands if you've... No? I don't think I've ever seen Kota ride a District HT deck. Yes, back in the day when he won the first ever World Finals at D-Side in 2012, he was riding the District DK1 deck, which was the non-integrated short version of the District deck. It was one of the first aftermarket decks ever to have been made. I don't think he's ever ridden a District HT deck in competition. I don't think I've ever seen that. I could be wrong 100%. Definitely could be wrong on that. But I think like the way that he's saying that it's his favorite deck, I mean, I don't really know where that's come from. I don't know where the experience of that is has come from. Maybe he has written it a lot behind the scenes, but in my experience of seeing Kota's content for the last couple of years, since he hasn't been competing at World Finals, he's always been riding a Pandemonium deck. He's always been riding Ethic decks and cutting them down to the shorter sizes. And if you really do think about it, the Pandemonium deck has a not square, I don't know how to say that, an extrusion that's not flat on the sides. It has like angled sides like this instead of going straight down like the HT deck does. I don't know how I feel about that point. It's kind of like, yeah, it's my favorite deck, but I think it's just kind of a marketing ploy there. Could be mistaken, but that's just what I think.
So basically the whole point of this video is just to say that no one's copying anything.
It's definitely cool to work with a company like District, have them teach me how to get into the scooter manufacturing world. And
I mean, it's great. Like, it's great that they're doing a collaboration, but I think the way that they've gone about it, like, had they have just released that information before actually dropping the parts, like, if people weren't under the impression that the Kota brand was just a rip-off of the District parts, which visually, from a consumer's perspective, that's what it seemed like, because nobody actually knew that District was making the parts, right? Correct? No one knew that this was, like, in the works behind the scenes, and I mean, if they had have just come out with being like, yeah, we're helping Kota into this brand, we're helping set it up, we're going to develop the parts, this is why he's chosen this is why he's choosing that. I feel like this was kind of released a little bit too late, but these videos seem like they were only produced because of the Scoot Review call out. I mean, maybe they were in production before that. I have to retract my statement being like Kota did copy the brands, because obviously District produces the parts. They're 100% aware of the fact that he's using these designs. They're obviously 100% okay with the fact that he has used these designs, etc., etc. Like, they're cool with him making this brand, they're in support of him, and they're obviously helping him develop it. But at the same time, why did Kota not choose new designs or just something a little bit different, like make more changes to the deck to just make it look visually different? Because if you really think about it, if you want a 19.25 District deck, you could go and buy a District deck and cut it down. Like, there's nothing stopping you doing that. But here you're literally paying more money, or presumably more money, for somebody else's name to be slapped on that exact same deck.
There's no copying. Shut up. We're going to go and ride. See ya.
Man, Crampton has like one of the best styles in the game, I swear. I love Lewis Crampton's style. Did you see that? Hold on. Look at that. We've just stumbled upon this. What is that? That is 100% a SIG deck. Am I wrong? I don't think so. So we got a Lewis Crampton SIG deck, possibly. It's in a blue colorway too, and there's a weird... You see that thing on the end, the brake? Or it's not exactly a brake, obviously it could be a fender, or maybe just a snapped brake, I'm not too sure, but like from the look of it, this is a blue HT deck, which we haven't seen the colorway of, obviously, and because they blurred the bottom, you know it's a SIG deck. It's 100% got to be a SIG deck. Oh, what's Kota got? Double whip up Manny. This is the first time I've ever seen him ride the actual scooter. Oh, on the rail game, boys! Ooh. Oh, Kota stepping up his rail game. You heard it here first, boys. Kota Schuetz confirmed Street King. So here we're going to be moving on to the next video. This is the Kota Schuetz Explained. Evan, Leclerc, Brad, we're waiting.
I'm Lewis Crampton, and today I've linked up with Dakota Schuetz to talk about his brand new range of complete scooters under the Kota brand. And we're going to tackle a lot of the questions that some of you have probably had seeing the
Get this out of here.
progression of this brand, and now that it's come out, there's probably a few things you wanted to ask. So I'm here to ask some of those things.
Both the videos are kind of being run by Crampton. Like, Kota's not exactly fronting the video, and I think that's kind of a little bit strange because obviously it's Kota's brand, it's Kota's channel, especially this video. I was assuming that this video would be all Kota explaining it himself, instead of rather the fact that Lewis is just like kind of written up some questions and he's asking them to Kota, and Kota's obviously going to give his explanation on said questions. So it seems a little bit scripted to me. If Lewis is asking all the questions, I feel like Kota is just going to give his professional opinion. He's not going to give an honest opinion coming from the heart, but let's see what he has to say.
So, what made you want to make a scooter brand?
I'm a scooter rider, so I want to ride the best stuff possible. So basically, I set out to get the best manufacturer, make the most affordable and highest quality scooters.
So if you were about to buy a custom complete that looked like the Icon with the parts that it's pretty much built up by, like the District 4, District deck, District clamp, typical grips, Phoenix lookalike wheels, etc., it would cost you about 420 bucks. In saying that, the complete does come in less than that, but you have to keep in mind that the fact that completes are mass-produced, and they're not mass-produced as aftermarket individual parts. They are can't speak the production cost of a complete rather than 9 individual aftermarket parts is significantly less. So the profit margin is probably still quite high. In saying that, the District completes, because obviously the HT series is an aftermarket product. So the District C series completes, they come in like $270, which is significantly less than this complete, obviously. Let me just quickly go back to the video and hear what he just said about the price point.
Make the most affordable and highest quality scooters like
The highest quality scooter for the lowest price point. Is that what he said? Hold on, let me just...
the most affordable and
The most affordable high quality scooter. Go to the completes page on the Volt. It's second on the list. It's the second highest, pretty much equivalent to the most expensive complete on the website. It's $350. The Iconoclast 12mm standard, which, by the way, is a much higher quality product and is pushing the limits of scootering. It is pushing the designs of scooters overall. It's 1 cent less. 1 cent. Now, obviously, you can argue that the Mayhem and the Icon Mini, or whatever it's called, they will be a lot lower price point, okay? But what he's saying is the highest quality. So he's referring to the Icon Complete here, saying that it's the most affordable, highest quality scooter. Yet, it's the second highest, if not the most expensive complete on the market right now.
highest quality scooters I could. So, I mean, I picked the District Factory to help me do that, and that's...
Can I just this is a pet hate, okay? This is petty for me to bring up. But like, bro, I can't hear you. I need some headphones or something.
So how did that happen? Because I mean, a lot of people have seen the similarities between the two companies' decks. Do you want to talk us through how that came about?
I'm just gonna make a quick joke. He said similarities. That's the joke.
Basically is made by District, so it's made in the same factory. It's the same extrusion as HT deck, so it's one of the highest quality extrusions you can get.
Again, I'm just going to refer back to my previous point. Like, he says that the HT series deck is one of the best quality extrusions that you can get, yet he's never actually ridden one in competition, nor has he ridden one consistently for the past 2 years of his life.
I picked the District Factory because I like high quality stuff, and I've won almost every contest and world championship on a District product of some sort.
That is true. Like I said, D-Side 2012, he won with a District DK1 deck, non-integrated. So I can definitely accept that point.
Is this the shortest one?
I mean, it's the shortest for the Icon, but we sell a Mini Mania, which is 17.5 long deck.
Imagine riding a 17.5 long deck. 17. You want to buy a mini scoot? They're now on sale. Kotabrand.org.
And that's made for the kids that want to really progress when they're younger, because it's made proportional to their size.
That is completely true. Kids that are proportionate or disproportionate to their scooter, I should say, should definitely have cut down decks and cut down bars. So it makes sense that he's going to be selling these completes to like 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds that are tiny little kids trying to get into scootering, trying to progress their tricks, and they can't do so because they have such big decks and stuff. But
so, if it is all built to your spec, how come you've not been riding it yet?
this is a really good question. This is one of the questions that I would have asked as well. Why hasn't he actually been riding it? Why hasn't he been promoting it? Because I mean, look, if I made my own scooter brand, I'd be teasing it absolutely everywhere. You know, like, I'm one of those people that's just like, check this out, like, this is going to be dropping soon, this is fat, I back it 100%. And I feel like he might have just been like avoiding the controversy for so long because he knew some people would pick up on it. But again, haven't heard his answer yet, so let's see.
The stuff I ride, I test it for a long time before I decide to actually put it on my scooter. So
how do you test? Sorry, am I just completely retarded? But how do you actually test a part without it being on your scooter?
tweaking stuff and moving stuff around to make sure it's exactly how I want it.
Like, what did he move around? The deck's exactly the same. Exactly the same.
Pretty much identical, right?
Oath.
District HT deck's one of the nicest and highest quality decks out there, so since we use that, we know even before we made it that it was going to be a good product, and then since we made it to my specs, I think we even got it a little bit better.
I'm trying my absolute best to stay unbiased and like just kind of show you this video. I can't back it, you know, I can't back it. I think personally for me, it's like, it's just an HT deck. And if you want a 19.25 district deck, Kota deck, sorry, just cut it down. And I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how much the aftermarket Icon deck comes out for as a price point, because if it's more expensive than the District HT deck just because it's got the Kota name on it, which is evidently going to get scratched off anyway, don't you think you'd want to save some money and just buy the original deck by the original creator? Personally, that's what I would do. I feel like the whole recycling of the design is kind of whack. Like, maybe if he had have taken at least just the extrusion, if that's the part that he really likes, the base plate, if he just took that and put a different head tube on it, or at least made some sort of noticeable difference to the head tube, then this whole situation would have come out so much more positive.
So are you gonna have have you got a team or anything? Have you got riders?
How much time we got left on this? See, I don't think they're gonna bring up the design, the reason behind why he chose this design. I don't think they're gonna bring it up.
If you got any more questions, just comment them down below. I'll answer them in a video later on, and then we can make sure you guys know the news and the real stuff.
I love the little sly plug so you guys know the news and you know the real stuff, not that bullshit Scoot review crap. Don't like that show. Get that out of here. I left a comment and I've pretty much expressed what exactly I'm going to express to you right now. What I said was, in my opinion, this is still extremely vague, because I think it is. Since when was the HT deck so highly rated in Kota's eyes? He's been riding an Ethic for the past 2 years or so. Has anybody else ever seen him ride that HT deck before they came out, or since they came out rather? Is the fact that District doesn't make a 19.25 long deck, which is literally tiny, a good enough reason to produce one under his own name? It was always possible to cut the deck down if you really wanted to. Nothing's been said about the Silo / Youth Gone Wild lookalike bars or the Phoenix duplicate wheels, but I think the biggest thing about this video is that Lewis is the one interviewing Kota when it's Kota's brand and Kota's channel. So my question is, why are we not seeing Kota stand up for his own brand and simply tell us what his real motives are? If he were more transparent, I would have found it easier to be supportive of this movement, but the fact that only one of the important questions was answered, that being who makes the parts, I'm still on the fence at this point. And they only really answered one of the crucial questions, like who actually makes the parts, nor did they bring up the fact that the District deck plugs are still in the back of the completes. Like, I really wanted to know why that was the case, because if they're trying to make these things two separate brands rather than it being just a Kota signature range under the District brand, which I feel like would have made a lot more sense. It would have been completely transparent that District was making the parts, District was paying Kota a royalty or whatever, if Kota was paying them for licensing on the designs, all that kind of thing. If they had have been transparent from the get-go, this would have been all good. But look, guys, I'm not here to stray your opinion whatsoever. I want to hear what you guys have to say. If you guys have questions about this entire situation, please leave them down in the comment section below so that maybe somebody might pick up on these questions. Kota did say that he might answer some of the questions that are left below on his video in an upcoming video, which again, I feel like it's just pandering. It's pandering. Pandering is the best word for it. It's like he's just putting it off. He's putting it off. He's putting it off. I have privately invited Kota to come on the show for an actual interview with myself, because I feel like I would ask the hard-hitting questions that you guys really do want to know. And I keep seeing comments, especially on this video, on the District video, on some of my posts and my video from last week, because kids just don't know what the motives are, and they want to know. Like, I feel like nobody is going to want to buy a complete that already exists if it's obviously at a higher price point, which it is, and they still don't know like the facts behind it. Overall, it's extremely hard for me to put words to this, because the only thing I want to know is why he chose to just recycle the designs. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as a professional rider and somebody that knows a lot about scooters and has ridden a ton of different scooter parts, that you could have at least made some sort of visual change, visual alterations to the deck, to the extrusion, to the head tube, to something, rather than having almost every single part on the completes and the aftermarket products just being completely recycled from an already established brand. And that's just my opinion. So if you disagree, let me know down in the comment section below. Make sure you like this video if you did end up enjoying it today. This is going to be the end of the video. Subscribe for more videos just like this. I'm going to have an update on this situation tomorrow on Scoot Review. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy Scooter Rat. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Have an amazing day.
But behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.